Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Isam Bismuddin. My metric number DW200020. Okay, today I will talk about how the COVID-19 spread rapidly in aircraft cabin with appropriate suitable gas. Okay, first of all, what is gas flow? Gas flow relates to the pressure, volume, and the temperature of gas. Okay, the gas law consists of three primary laws, which are Charles' law, Boyle's law, and Avogadro's law. Okay, for the first gas law is Boyle's law. Okay, for the Boyle's law states that the volume of a gas which at constant temperature rise inversely with the pressure exerted on it. Okay, as long as the temperature and amount of gas remain the same, the pressure and volume of a gas are opposite of each other. Okay, as an example, as the balloon. Okay, in the balloon, the air is blown into the balloon, which the pressure of the air pushes on the rubber, which making the balloon expand. Okay, when the balloon is squeezed, it will make the volume smaller, and the pressure inside the balloon will increase, which making the unsqueezed part of the balloon expand out and make the balloon pops. Okay, for the next gas law is Charles' law. Okay, Charles' law states that when pressure is held constant, the volume of a fixed amount of dry gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. As an example is air balloon heating. When we heating the air in the balloon, it will increases the balloon's volume. This decreases its density, so the balloon rises in the air. To calm down, chilling the air but not heating it allows the balloon to deflate it. The gas becomes more dense and the balloons will sink. Okay, for the last gas law is Avogadro's law. Okay, Avogadro's law states that the volume of an ideal gas is directly proportional to the number of moles of gas which under condition of constant temperature and pressure. Okay, as an example, blowing up the balloon. Okay, the balloon's volume increases as you add more gas. It will similarly when you deflate the balloon. The gas leaves the balloon at its volume to its strength. Okay, last but not least, for the combined gas law, the volume of a given sample of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure and directly proportional to its absolute temperature. Okay, let's talk about the history of COVID-19. Okay, let's talk about the COVID-19. Okay, what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a disease or illness which caused by a novel coronavirus, which now called severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, which was first identified amid an outbreak of respiratory illness causes in Wuhan City, Hubei province in China. There are many symptoms of COVID-19, which are most common symptoms, less common symptoms, and serious symptoms. Okay, for the most common symptoms are fever, cough, tiredness, loss of taste or smell. Okay, the less common symptoms are sore throat, headache, aches and pains, diarrhea, rash on the skin, or discoloration of fingers or toes, and red or irritated eyes. Okay, the serious symptoms are difficulty in breathing or shortness of breath, loss of speech, mobility or confusion, and chest pain. Okay, if you get the serious symptoms, I suggest that all of you go to the checkup in order to know that you get the virus or not. Okay. Okay, how did COVID-19 spread? Okay, it will spread when people breathe in air which contaminated by droplets and small airborne particles which containing the virus. Okay, the risk of breathing this in is highest when people are mobile, but they can be inhaled over longer distances, particularly indoors. Okay, transmission can also occur if splash or spray with contaminated fluids in the eyes, nose, or mouth, and rarely by contaminated surfaces. Okay, now let's talk about the problem statement. How can the COVID-19 virus spread rapidly inside an aircraft cabin? Okay, firstly, how the COVID-19 virus spread rapidly in the aircraft cabin. Okay, first of all, the COVID-19 virus spread through the air influence in the aircraft and with the condition of the air. Boyle's law stated that increasing the quantity of space available will allow gas to spread further, but this will reduce the amount or quantity of particles to strike the container, which cause pressure decreases. The volume of the container decreases will cause the gas particles to collide more often. Therefore, the pressure is increased. More air goes in, the gas molecules will get packed together and will reduce the volume. So, as long as the temperature stays identical, the pressure will increase. So, the person who get infected on the aircraft will spread the virus to the air molecule. Thus, from the collision theory, we know that this will give high risk of infection to the air and spread rapidly to other people who are not infected. That's why I suggest that when we want to go somewhere, especially indoor, please wear a mask. Okay. Other than that, in the cabin, we can say that closed spaces will have limited airflow. In crowded area, dry air produces a formation of aerosols and remains in the air and is able to travel to the surrounding area of the aircraft. It also can spread easily because there is not too much air ventilation. Okay, another point is droplets that come out from our mouth or nose also can be spread or expelled from COVID-19 person. That can be spread from cough or sneezes or can even be spread when they are talking without any protection. That is why we must wear protection, like wearing mask. Okay, and also last but not least, droplets or infected molecules also can land on objects or at surfaces such as handles, toilet seats, and even our belongings. Okay, so the people can be infected by touching it at the surfaces of the infected area. Okay, and last but not least, how to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Okay, first of all, please wear a mask in public, especially indoors or when you have a physical distancing. Okay, next, please maintain a safe distance from others, at least 1 meter, even if they don't appear to be sick. Okay, next is please get vaccinated when it is your turn. Okay, and then please wash your hand often after you touch something or touch other people. Wash your hand with soap or water or alcohol-based hand rub. Okay, last but not least, stay at home if you feel unwell. Okay.